Hi and hello, welcome to the Bobcast. Today's episode we're going to be talking about the Baltimore Orioles and everything bad that's been going on in them. It's 8/11 in game, so we're now into August, dog days of summer. The Orioles are backsliding. Now we were up to pretty much a game under 500, looking good. Since then, we've fallen back. We're now 10 games under 500 at 53 and 63. A lot of reasons for this. The two main culprits for why the team has fallen apart is the defense and the hitting. It's what's been all season. Pitching's been well, but defense, the team, Baltimore is first in the league in errors, most errors in the league, and that is not good. 110 errors. I mean, just low fielding percentage, 976. As like a comparison, Toronto has only 70 errors in our division. I mean, Tampa Bay has more at 99, but the good teams are like at 70 or in the 70s, and I'm at 110, so it's 40 more errors a year. Not helping out the pitching. It's like team has like a 4-year ERA, but we're giving away more runs than that because of how bad our defense has been, and it's really bad. It's like the main committer of our errors is our shortstop, Meiser Turris, which is doubly bad because he can't hit a lick, and the only reason that I'm using him is because he's supposed to be good defensively. So my defensive specialist is bad defensively. But other positions are also not helping out. Webb in center, Carter in left field. They're all in the double digits of errors. I mean, this Turris has 20 already in only 100 games. He's making an error every 5 games. Um, Besides that, defense has been okay. I mean, Montero at third base still sucks there, and I'm playing him there. He has 4 errors in 23 games, but hopefully he will improve. But yeah, so defense has been worst in the league. Hitting is 28th, so we're third to worst in the league in hitting. So we are not scoring runs, and we're giving up runs. Well, enough because of the pitching, make a lot of unearned runs. Hitting wise, just it's a complete mess. It's like no one hitting well. We were getting close to 500 when we had Weeders in the lineup. Weeders has been out, took a season-ending injury. I brought him back, so he is better now. Still, I mean, he'll be back after in this sim, missing the first week, but he'll be back in the second week. With him out, just the team has fallen apart. My backup catcher, who I thought I could actually use now as a starting catcher, and I'd move Weeders to like DH or first base or even left field, has gone into a tailspin. Jasper Geisler, my backup catcher, I guess he's now to a backup catcher, hit 155 in July and is hitting 184 in August, which is not good. Not good at all. So he's been terrible, my catcher, but so is everybody else. Montero's hitting only 250, and he's my offensive stud. Montero did have a good July, though. He had 7 homers, 19 RBI with 300 average in July in his new position at third base. So there's Montero, who's been less carrying the offense, and of course my outfield. My outfield has just been terrible. It can't hit a lick. The entire outfield. Brendan Webb, I'm supposed to be my leadoff hitter, is hitting 220. My left fielder, Carter, hitting 258. He's the best out of all of them, and Donovan Tate is in 260. So no one is hitting well. We are walking. I mean, we're 7th in walks, so the on base is not completely terrible, but just the offense has been horrible all season long. Even last year was way better. And last year I was trying to lose. I mean, I wasn't trying to lose. I wasn't trying to win. It's maybe a better way of putting it. I'm 26th in average now. I'm 29th in homers, so I'm second last in home runs, 7th in walks, but 19th in stolen bases, 28th in runs scored, as I said. So just the offense has been terrible all around. The starting is the one bright spot. I mean, that was even before bringing in the man Rob Ward. I mean, his cheering section, the fans. We got a whole new section now. The Warthogs, they're pulling for him. But the rotation's been good. Ward's gonna lead all. Ward's gonna be my ace. With Britton and Alvarado as my 2 and 3. Jaime Garcia is probably the best number 4 starter in the league. I'm going to make that claim. Someone's going to have to prove me wrong, show me someone who was a better 4th starter. And I had 2 fifth starters. Actually, I have 3 starters, really, for the 5th spot. Heredia, who was, I always said penciled in as my 5. I traded for Wakamura. I got a first for him, taking him on. And I had Brian Mattis, my supposed ace, the guy I expected to be an ace. And so the three of them only had one spot in the rotation, so I had to do something. What I decided to do was I traded Iwakamura, gave away a couple solid specs, Rowell and Birdwell. Sent them to Arizona in return for him taking on Iwakamura's 19 million contract for the next 3 years or 4 years if you include this season. So like some $60 million. He took him on, and when I traded for Iwakamura, I was fine with it because, like I said, he's a solid starter still. So I was gonna have him as like a back end rotation guy, fourth or fifth starter, even though he's making 19 million a year. But now I have too many starters, so sent Iwakamura away. Mattis has been a huge disappointment. I think it's safe to say. Last season he was 9-19 with a 6 ERA. This season he was 5-10 with the ERA at 5. So he's had some success in the bullpen when I moved in there. So in the past, along with my bullpen being shitty, Mattis has now gone on. Is now my closer. And he's pitching pretty well there. I mean, as a closer, he has 100 stuff, 73 control, 72 movement. That's pretty good for a closer, right? Strikeout, lefty. So I think I'm just using my closer of the future, and we'll have just be a ready. I'll be my number 5. I mean, besides that, my pen has fallen apart partly. Axford continues to be terrible. I tried moving him, making him my closer, but he just continued sucking. I thought maybe he was just unhappy being in a middle reliever, but no, he just decided to suck this entire season. Wilkie, who had been my closer for the first half of the year, has ballooned his ERA. He had a 2.25 ERA in May, 4.83 in June, 9.31 in July, and then 5.4 in August. So he's decided to start sucking. My two guys I've relied on since really I started the rebuild, who have no ratings, but have been really good for me out of the pen. Chris LaRoe, who I picked up off waivers a couple seasons ago from Pittsburgh, is 5-1 with a 2.75, and Egan also almost as good with 2.63 ERA. Patrick Egan. So my pen has been pretty shaky, but overall the pitching's been good. Like I said, hitting hasn't, and the defense hasn't been good. That's pretty much it for the team. I talk about my minor leagues, but there's nobody left there. Just 3 prospects of Ruth hasn't developed. I'm going to dump points in him if I end up getting any points for my articles now that the point system has been changed. Gotta be a little bit more miserly with them. Sure and Murray. So I have 3 guys in the minor leagues. I don't have any picks, so now that my team's going in tailspin, not actually happy about it, but I'm okay. Hopefully Weeder's coming back this sim will solidify, help the defense, and that's it for this article. Thanks for watching. Nobody.